Global Vision Conference 9, and I have been given the honor of being able to introduce our male visionaries in the room, which is so exciting for me because, like I said a few minutes ago, when I look around, it's just interesting how everyone is protecting the room in such a beautiful, welcoming, open way, but in a protecting way. And I don't know, have any of you, raise your hands, you can interrupt me, have any of you met someone and thought of them specifically as a protector of vision or a vision protector? Does anyone know anybody you know somebody like that? That's incredible. Anyone else? One person in the room? Two people? Three, a vision, Johnny, yes. Yes, Johnny, what, Maddox? Me, fantastic, thank you. This is my son, Maddox, and that's an honor because he's a bright, beautiful child of God. So we have our next speaker who is a vision protector. He is an attorney, he protects visions, he has been here for us in so many circumstances of loss and gain, and he is specifically the vision protector for this Global Vision Conference. He protects his clients and ensures that trademarks, patents, and legal rights are in order. Please welcome David Lhota to the stage. Welcome, David. Thank you.
Awesome. Did he just alley-oop right up onto the stage with a back
Johnny. That's right.
Oh, magic.
That.
That's movie magic, David.
Thanks, Johnny. This is awesome. This is awesome. Pardon me, I have my notes. Usually I speak behind a podium, right, with a big bench in front of me, and I have my notes so I don't misspeak before the judge. But so I got my notes, so please forgive me for that. And thank you. Johnny, Caroline, Ray, Camille. I feel a lot of love in the room. How about you people? You feeling some love today? Is there love here or what? Man, I got goosebumps. I just love it. You know, I've been waiting so long for this. And I'm telling, right? Yeah. Yari, man, right? It's all about love. At the end of the day, it's all about love. You know, that's my vision. My vision is for everybody to love everybody and show it. Show it. You know, so, we're all here today to support each other's visions. And because you know what? Vision feeds vision. That's right. We're talking about feeding children around the world. And vision feeds vision. We build off each other's visions. No one's on an island. In fact, our patent statutes are meant to disclose our ideas so people can improve on them or come up with their own ideas. That's the whole purpose of the system. You know, so visions feed visions. And I'm seeing a lot of visions here today. You know what they're doing? They're popping. Popping like popcorn. Right? Visions are popping like popcorn. Man, oh man, alive. And we're also hungry for good. We are hungry for good. If you're here today, you're hungry for good. You know, this world needs some good. This world needs love. This world needs movies and popcorn. So, so grateful to be here. And I want to thank Johnny, my brother, Camille, my new sister. Love you, Camille. Blanca, Yari, Ray flying down from Chicago. Of course, Caroline. Victor, man, thanks for doing what you're doing today. We can't do this, you know. We need you. Thank you for what you're doing. And your son, that's so awesome. Scan, whoa. What a great performance that was. Man, wow. For $27, look what we're getting here today. Man, Scan, that was awesome. So I'm just blown away by the talent here today and just the whole energy and vibe of this room. And I'd be remiss if I don't give a big thank you to Byron Nelson and coming here from California, and Nancy Matthew, who has been with Johnny for over 10 years, supporting visions. Nancy, thank you so much. That was an incredible presentation. And certainly, last but not least, all you people for taking time out of your lives and your days on a weekend, on a Saturday, to be here to support each other, to support each other's visions, and to raise awareness of the importance of feeding these children around the world. We are really blessed here in the U.S., but you know what? There's also a lot of hungry children in the U.S. too, but there's hungry children everywhere. And, I'm great that we're all here today. I know we have that common vision. So what is a vision? What's your vision? Vision, to me, is about love. Because you know why? It's a gift from God. It was mentioned here before. It's a seed planted in us. It's a seed planted from God. Put that there. And so a vision starts as a seed planted into our heart and mind by an unsuspecting source. Well, we all know who that source is. That source is a God, is our God. And visions come to us when we least expect it, such as when we're sleeping, driving, exercising, whatever you're doing. It's a gift from God. It's ours and must be protected from those that want to steal, tarnish, or harm that vision. Unfortunately, there's people out there, there's dark spirits out there that want to take what's not. They don't want to put the work in. They can't come up with their own visions because they're in a bad place. We pray for those people. So visions should be protected the way we protect a child. It's your brainchild, right? So it must be protected from theft, and that's what the vision protector does. He protects your visions. I think it was mentioned that somebody's stealing someone's image here. And Camille mentioned it. That's right. To steal your image and what you're talking about and your presentations for their own personal gain. It's just not right. It's like going walk into your house and stealing your food, your furniture, or your jewelry, or whatever it is. Because it's taking your child from you, because your vision is something that's been gifted to you from God. So, and it's important not only to have that vision, but what you do with the vision. So my vision is also for you to find your vision today and then to make it happen. It's one thing to have a vision, but to take the steps to make it happen. And it's not easy, and you people in your corner to do that. It takes a village to raise a child. It takes a team to raise a vision. And I just came up with that, Johnny. I just made that. I know. I'm a secretary. But it's true. So we do this together. We need each other. And and how do we protect visions? We protect them with patents and trademarks and copyright registrations and contracts and all that stuff. And they're very important. Very important. But that's not what I want to talk about. I want to talk about the most important thing about a vision. Most important thing we need is for it to be held. Somebody to hold up our vision to make it real and to help us get across that finish line. So it's not just about protecting them with the patents and the trademark filings, but we got to hold visions like we're holding them today. So I can't think of anything more important than love, right? Vision and love, I think, go hand in hand. And love does conquer all. Johnny and I have talked about that a lot. Love conquers all. Johnny himself, we could tell you stories about dark forces. When Johnny's trying to do what he's doing, when you're led by the Holy Spirit, I guarantee you there's going to be dark spirits that want to come in, and they don't want this to happen. They want hungry children. They want people impoverished. They don't want people to know God. They don't want us to love each other. But guess what? I don't care how much hate they have. We got enough love to conquer that, because love does conquer all, right? Man, oh man. So I wanted to read something. It's one of my favorite passages from the Bible. It's from 1 Corinthians, and it's very special to me because it was read at our wedding. In fact, when I was practicing with my wife last night, and I started reading from Corinthians, she goes, "Are you going to tell them that was from our wedding?" I go, "Yeah, honey, I'll tell them. So this is from our wedding, and so anyway, it goes, "Love is patient, love is kind. It does not envy, it does not boast, it is not proud. It does not dishonor others. It is not self-seeking. It is not easily angered, and it keeps no record of wrongs. That is love. So, people, these kids in this world, these hungry children, they need our love. They've done nothing wrong. They were just born. They happen to be born into impoverished places without their asking. So, so they need us. They need us. You know, and we are all children of God, no matter where we come from, right? And as children of God, we got to protect the young children of God. And that's what this movement is all about. And so we've come together for this unified purpose, for feeding, clothing, educating, and loving the young children around the world. And of course, bringing them what? Movies and popcorn. What? Movies and popcorn. That's right, movies and popcorn. So, it's not just about love. I mean, it's not just about just the food and the clothing. It's about loving these children and bringing them some simple joys of life. And another reason why it's so special to me, when Johnny first mentioned this to me, we were at Lester's Diner, and he was telling me about his childhood. This is when we first met, like 6 years ago or whatever. And he was telling me about his childhood vision of movies and popcorn. And I've heard a lot of pitches in my day. I'm telling you, I've been doing what I do, practicing this area for 30 years. But I was curious, and he started telling me about his vision as a child. He was left home a lot alone. He had a single parent as well, and and he would watch, like, back in the days, back in the 70s, 80s, 70s, I think. It was 70s, yeah. The TV at night would go off around 2 a.m., but right before it went off, they show you some images around the world of hungry children. And Johnny saw this, and he cried. His heart cried. He goes, "This is crazy. Why are there hungry children in the world?" You know, and he loved movies, being home by yourself. As a, he wasn't an only child, but he was home alone. You'd watch movies to occupy your time. And so that was one of the things he loved to do. And that's when he got his visions of movies and popcorn. Because he realized not every child around the world gets to do that. And it struck a chord with me, because I remember as a child, I was raised by a single mom. She raised 3 kids on her own, was not easy. And so, she lived every other paycheck to every other paycheck. But on Saturday, she would take us to the matinee to see a movie, right? It was the least expensive ticket to get, right? And then it was a time, she knew where all the kids were at. So we weren't running around. But we got to watch a movie, and it was so cool. Back then they showed, like, they had little cartoons that they would show first too. But I used to love going to the movies and the Saturday matinee movies, man. That was just it was such a great memory for me. So when meeting Johnny and hearing about his vision, it hit home with me right away. So so shout out to my mom who's up in heaven. Thank you, Mom. So when I saw the joy in the children's faces in the Congo, when Camille brought them movies and popcorn, and the way you described them first tasting popcorn at first, like, right, what is that? But then you get a little bit of the salt and the butter, and I immediately got, man, look at these kids. We got to do more of this, and we can do more of this. We can do it together. We got to do it together. So I want to close with some statistics. First of all, who out here thinks it's possible to feed every child in the world? That's right. Clap. Let me know. Let me hear it. That's right. You know what? You're right. I did some research, and you are correct. We can do it. We can do it. Naysayers want to say it's impossible, but I don't think so. In fact, I know it's not impossible, and you know it's not impossible. Let me see. Where are my facts here? Here we go. So, it's been Elon Musk wants to donate $6 billion if the UN can show him the math that is, how to feed every child around the world. And he offered $6 billion. And so the UN did their research. And according to UN, $6 billion would feed and save 42 million starving people for a year. According to Forbes, there are 2,800 billionaires in the world worth $12.7 trillion, right? According to the Bose Company, a nonprofit marketplace company for sustainable baby and kids products, they determined that the top 500 billionaires in the world could eliminate extreme poverty 7 times over. Eliminate. Wow. Doesn't it blow your mind? It blows mine. So the point is that it can be done, but we can't wait for them to do it. We all have to do our part. What was it that was said? We can't. Someone can't feed everyone, but everyone can feed someone. Right? I love that. We got to trademark that, Camille. Right? So the point is, it can be done. There are 7 billion people in the world, and only 2,800 of them are billionaires, which means there are still roughly 7 billion people left. So if a fraction of us can give what we have to make a difference, we can eliminate poverty and hunger. So let's do our part. Let's not be on the sideline waiting for somebody else to do it. Because if I do it and you do it, someone else will say, hey, I can do it too. So thank you so much. May God bless you and keep you and your families. I love you. God loves you.
So, you know, it's so simple. It makes such sense. We are in this room at the most beautiful convention center on the planet, 3 stories up, overlooking the intercoastal, saying out to the world, we believe we should feed and clothe every child on the planet and share movies and popcorn with them. Every child deserves food, clothing, love. It's so simple. And this is a vision. This is going out. This is Lucas opening up the show with this. This is Jet filming the show, doing the sound. This is Daniel. This is our Team Vision production crew. This is an organization that years from now they're going to be talking. You know, that group got together in that room. That's the room they spoke it, that they declared, why does any child anywhere in the world not have food and clothing tonight? Why aren't they cared for? We can get it to them. David just showed it's all there. We just lack the vision, and now we're setting out ripples, ripples, ripples. And every one of you are part of it, your love, your eyes, your connection.